content. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jay. I make a lot of Star Wars related content on YouTube. I do a lot of streaming. I do a lot of whole other things on the internet. But mostly I do a lot of content creation. I do a lot of streaming. I do a lot of YouTube. And you all know this if you've been subbed to the channel already. I'm trying to actually expand upon some of my ideas. From more IRL things to just some general new games to play. And, you know, different things I can make content out of it. As much as I love playing a lot of the same games I've been playing for some years, you know, I do want to kind of branch out and expand and grow. But, I'm going a little off subject here, but why I'm bringing all this up today, I'm going to talk about things I think that are really helpful into becoming a successful, you know, YouTuber, content creator, or streamer, or whatever really else you want to go through. And I'm kind of freeballing a little bit of this. I probably could have put a script together for it, but I feel like it's going to be more natural if I don't have a script. Let's just get kind of right into it. First and foremost, if you're going to become a YouTuber, or if you're interested in doing anything related to YouTube, you know, pick your demographic, pick your genre, pick whatever kind of style that you really want to do. I try to do a little bit of variety, switching between vlogs and some gaming stuff. Granted, the gaming side is a little bit more heavy for me, but when you do this kind of stuff, my tacos were burning. When you do this kind of stuff, you kind of want to make sure that you feel comfortable with it. I initially didn't feel comfortable with the thought of, you know, trying to mix up match between, you know, vlogs and games and playing, you know, a lot of the same things I already enjoy playing over and over and over. But after a while I realized, you know, I'll never grow if I don't ever branch out. And as much as I do love the amount of content that I put on my YouTube channel, especially with the Empire War stuff, there's only so far that a 10-year-old game will continue to carry me. So I do want to continue to diversify my content a little bit more. And I've been doing that with things like the gun game trolling and some Call of Duty things. I've actually got a best moments of Call of Duty Twitch compilation that I'm putting together. So yeah, just make sure that whatever you pick, you're comfortable with, you know, just know what you really feel the most comfortable with playing or doing or whatever, you know. And that's really all I've got to say about that. My next thing would be try to avoid looking at the numbers. Don't put the numbers first. Now again, this is specifically related to YouTubing, but it also really goes over into Twitch too. If you constantly watch how many subs you have or how many views you get on a video, don't worry, don't get me wrong, that is nice to feel confident, like when you see like your views are doing better numbers than previously. I'm not saying that's wrong, like that's wrong to look at, but don't let that get to your head. Like I need to get another 10 views on the next video, otherwise it's a failure. Like if you consider a video that doesn't hit the peak number of views that you want it to hit as a failure, you gotta really relax. You gotta not do that, because I've seen them. For as long as I've been watching YouTube, I've seen a lot of amazing videos that were loved by many people that didn't hit nearly as good as some other videos, which in my opinion were subpar compared to the video that did the lower number of views. YouTube is random, okay? People won't always see what you post in their subscription boxes, because YouTube is just kind of weird like that, for one. But two, you just can't worry about it. Not everybody's gonna have time to watch the latest video you put up. Some people will just straight up forget about it. You know, you just gotta remember that. If you overthink that and worry about those numbers day in and day out, you're gonna stress yourself out and take away the fun aspect of it, which is what it's really kind of supposed to be about. I know for a fact that I've done a lot of overthinking. I always constantly worry about the numbers. Well, I wouldn't say anymore, but in the past, I overthought a lot of my content so much, you know, like what I could have done better. And it's good to criticize yourself. Don't get me wrong, it's good to criticize yourself and like find ways to improve upon what you do, but you don't want to make it something that'll just stress you out and take away the joy of it all. Because at the end of the day, we all love doing this. I know for a fact I love making content on YouTube and Twitch, and you just don't want to overthink it. Don't turn it into something you're gonna hate, because that's really where things go south. Now, in relation to Twitch, turn your viewer count off. For the love of God, please turn your viewer count off. You will save yourself so many problems turning that number off. You know, my thing is, you don't want to do. You see that visible number, you're gonna criticize you. You're gonna think you're a failure. You know, this is where bad criticism kind of comes in. You're new to streaming. If you want to really grow an audience, you know, you got to sell yourself. You got to advertise yourself. You got to really build your own brand. You just got to make yourself kind of something to offer. Like, I don't really do anything crazy on Twitch, but I've always tried to make things like enjoyable for the viewer experience. When it comes down to it, just make sure just don't do things that'll stress yourself out more than you need to. Like, yeah, you can always improve in certain areas. I know I can, especially with YouTubing and streaming. And that just relates to any aspect of life, I guess. But just turn the things off that will bother you the most. Like, if that viewer count is bothering you, turn it off. If the number of subs you have bothers you, turn it off and just keep making content and keep improving upon what you're doing. But yeah, for you streamers out there on Twitch, YouTube, whatever platform you use, turn your viewer counts off. It will save you a headache. Okay, what else we got? Don't take the comment section too serious. Like, unless it's like general advice for a video or what you're doing in a game. Like, a lot of people give me advice on how I can improve in some of my Empire War playthroughs. Don't take all the comments serious. If somebody says an insult to you, don't go on a Twitter rant. God, I hate the internet. I cannot stand how people are so rude and ridiculous, and they just say, it's just so, it offends me. Literally, it's the internet. People will say dumb things about you, and you will never meet that person or see them again, probably. Don't worry about it, okay? Now, granted, I'm more of a guy that has a lot of criticism on being sensitive in the world nowadays, but frankly, if you really, really worry about what some random person on the internet is going to say about you, you're going to struggle to become a content creator, because people are always going to criticize you, judge you, and dislike you for whatever reason. You might as well get used to it. That's just how the world works, you know? And while that isn't necessarily a good thing, there are things you can do to avoid it. Again, it's the internet. You will never meet these people, okay? You can block these people. Going on your big Twitter rants about how much you hate people just will make you look like a clown, okay? You'll look silly. You'll look childish. You'll look like somebody who's just unprepared to deal with the real world. Even in the real world, no matter what year it is, people will criticize you. Even the people who are out here saying that they respect everybody's views on life or whatever, they will still judge you for whatever it is, no matter how wholesome it is. Either way, humans just judge. You just gotta get used to it, okay? So, don't take every bad criticism on the internet serious, you know, or if it's just outright them trash talking you. Don't take it serious. It's the internet, okay? Like, these people cannot hurt you. They will never meet you. You'll never see them ever. Don't worry about it. It's nothing to worry about. You know, being a guy who's comes from where he comes, and you know, trying to tell people like my interest in YouTubing and stuff that have literally no knowledge of the field. The last thing I did really was get offended by their viewpoints on like, why do you want to do that? Or, you know, you can't make money doing that. Like, yeah, it might have been a little irritating at the time, but I realized, you know, they don't understand this. They're from a different genre of life, and I guess that's a phrase. You know, their opinions don't matter. Their viewpoints will not change who I'm going to be as a person, you know, and it's not going to stop me from doing what I want to do. And if you let people stop you from doing what you want to do, you're not going to make it in any of this, okay? And I'm not some big, gigantic, successful YouTuber, but I'm more successful than a lot of people I've seen that have just given up because they let something get to their feelings. Like, you can't, it's the internet. Again, people will judge you, and if you can't get past that part in life, you're gonna have a difficult time growing up. Like, it's just like that sometimes, and it's a learning experience, you know? Yeah. So, the internet will always be the internet, and you'll never meet these people. I cannot stress that enough. Don't let what Tom1234 says to you on the internet bother you. Like, it's the internet. Don't let their comments in your comment section of your videos drive you crazy. Because 9 times out of 10, the other people who actually care about your content will literally not care about what that person is saying. If you think that's going to influence your viewership, you're wrong. Because other people who actually care about your content will not care about what that person is saying. And 9 times out of 10, they might even offend you. I've had people do that before. And let them, you know. It is what it is. People will always be mean, and it's just unavoidable. So don't let it get to you. It's whatever, literally. So, my next point, quality. The quality of your content will go a mile, and I guess it just depends on what kind of genre you go for. But you know, if you think you're gonna hate your own video, like, not just outright criticizing and saying, I don't know if I like this video. If you think you genuinely dislike that video, just try it again. You know, try it again. Like, you know, if the quality is not up to what you want, keep trying to make it better. And that's really all I gotta say about that one. My next step would be, I mentioned this earlier, self-advertisement. If you've got social media, like, we live in an age where, like when you look at people like PewDiePie and stuff, I don't know if he really didn't advertise himself back in the day. The YouTube algorithm was different, you know. Gaming was more popular on YouTube in 2010 to 12 because that was really when it was first on the rise. It's still popular on YouTube, but other things really have taken up like the just trending areas of YouTube and whatnot. It's not always about gaming anymore, unfortunately. You gotta advertise yourself, fam. If you know people that like gaming and you got them on social medias, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, you gotta advertise yourself, sell yourself, you know? Like, do what you can, like, try to sell yourself out there. And if it doesn't always work every single time, keep doing it, because it will not work every single time, okay? It just takes time to build up things. If you know communities that might be interested in your content, like I have with Empire War, go to their Discord, share your content, find places to share your videos. It'll build up. You think when I first really started getting like the bigger number of subscribers I did back in December of 2019, a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was advertising myself in the right Discords. You know, I knew a lot of people that liked Empire War, especially the remake mod when it first really started coming out. I knew where to advertise myself. So you just gotta find places, you know, don't be a douche and just, you know, comment under somebody else's video. Hey, come check out my video next, you know, or whatever. Don't do that. Don't be irritating when it comes to selling yourself. But, you know, just do it sensible. Just do it in a sensible manner. If you really think your content is worth it all, by all means, go for it. You know, like advertise yourself, sell yourself. You got to. Now, I don't mean like sell your soul, like type things, but like, you know, you got to make your content sellable. You got to show people that, hey, this is what I care about. Here's what I'm doing. If you're interested, come check it out. And that's all you can really do, you know? My final thing is, and this relates to numbers again, both financially and viewership wise. Don't think about money, whatever platform you use. Don't think about the money. It will stress you out, because if you try to go full-time YouTuber streamer right out the gate of whatever you're trying to do, you are going to lose your mind, okay? And I'm saying this as a guy who started streaming. When I started streaming last year, the first thing I thought about was, I wonder if I can make money off of this and become a full-time streamer. I stressed myself out so badly between having my, like, constantly looking at my numbers and viewership and thinking about, man, this will never go anywhere. Like, it will come. Things take time. You know, not everybody's going to be the next Ninja or PewDiePie who just gets caught in a lucky break. And you know, that's selling them short. PewDiePie worked hard, and if you don't know a lot about Ninja's backstory, he streamed for roughly 10 years before he really got to where he was. And he also was a Halo pro. He didn't just get his success out of the blue. He worked hard for it just like any other human being would. Sometimes it comes quicker for people, sometimes it doesn't. It's slower for other people. If you can, build a schedule. I'm trying to build a schedule right now. Just be patient. Be patient, you know? Stop trying to turn every opportunity into like your next like big break. Like, every opportunities will come. Like, when I got picked up by Rive, that was an opportunity. When I was interested in joining a few orgs or finding a sponsorship, you know, things just didn't work out. But prior to Rive, obviously. But you just don't want to, just be patient, okay? I know a lot of people that have given up streaming because they weren't hitting the right numbers or they weren't making anything out of it. Like, it takes time, and those people were literally, that was their first few months of streaming. They see all these big streamers that they can hop on any platform, or these big YouTubers hop on any platform and just make a couple videos and they're going to be rich. It doesn't work like that for everybody. Some people, like I said, just get a bigger, I don't want to say people get bigger blessings than others, you know, but some people just happen to be in the right place at the right time. That's just how life is. Just be patient. One of the biggest tips too I can give for you streamers out there is, don't do those follow goals or those sub goals or those affiliate pushes. Like, they're cool, I guess, to help you really get up there and really get you started, but I don't know, they just don't work in my opinion. You know, once you hit a follower goal, then what? And I learned that from another YouTuber who really made a good point. Like, when you hit that follower goal, what now? You know, when you hit the sub goal, what now? Like, I guess like the sub goal is a little different because you could be trying to go for a new emote slot on Twitch or whatever platform. And I hate to say this, donation goals are probably your biggest thing to do, because that could be something like an upgrade for the stream, like a better camera or a better piece of hardware for your computer or a new controller or whatever if you play on console. But when it comes to those actual growth-based follow goals, they don't really do anything at all. Don't join a bunch of communities that'll say, we'll help you get to affiliate. Like, we're a community dedicated to helping you get to affiliate. Because I can guarantee you, as a guy who's been a part of those communities, they will never watch your streams again, probably. You get a few lucky people that might. You know, I've had a few people from different communities that have. But if you join a streaming community solely for the follow mindset, they will never watch your content again, probably. And if they do, you know, you found a diamond in the rough. But most of those people are all out there with the same mindset, just getting numbers. But those numbers are meaningless. Natural growth is really the way to go, ultimately. Where was I going with this? It was a lot of it had to do with patience. Those are just some of my tips. I think I did 5, something like that. I don't know. Those are just some of my tips for managing yourself as a content creator. You know, don't look at the numbers. Don't overthink. Really consider the quality of your content. Advertise yourself, and just patience. Just be patient, okay? Couldn't stress that enough. But yeah, if you have any thoughts on any of this kind of stuff, please leave your comments in the description down below. And outside of all of that, the only thing I have left to say is we've got more content coming up this week, Monday through Friday, except only one upload on Friday. Streams are gonna be coming and going. I've got things to do with Rive. I've got new vlogs I want to make. I've got a Twitch compilation I got to make, and I've got a host of different videos I kind of want to work on. So yeah, that's just stuff to expect for the next few couple of weeks. I'm stuck indoors with this whole quarantine situation, so hey, I've got time. I got a lot of time, really. I still got things to do with BGSU esports. We've got playoffs coming up soon. I got a list of things to do, but you know, I love you guys. If you've been here supporting me this long, I really appreciate you. If you're new here, be sure to go check out the rest of the content on the channel. Like, subscribe. You know, we're gonna be doing a bunch of different things really soon on here. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. May the force be with you all. Peace.